Hi, my name's Steve Taylor. I'm the Partnership Development Executive at Knowledge Point Connect. We're the regional distributors for the Autodesk Authorized Training Centre program. What I'd like to do in this short video is just go through some of the application forms that are required and the program guides that you would need to read whilst you're completing your application to become part of the program. So first of all, one of the most important documents that you would need to read to ensure that the program is right for you is the Autodesk Authorized Global Program Guide. The guide, which I've got on the screen at the minute, if I scroll down, will give you information about the program, the benefits of the program, uh, things you can do from a branding and marketing for your organization. It gives you information about the Certified Instructor program, and a lot of other benefits that you can get from the program. So really have a good read of that and ensure that it fits all your requirements. To try and make the process easy with your application, what I thought I'd do would be quickly go through the application form for the ATC program. Just highlight some areas that to be aware of and information that is required for the application to actually go through and be accepted. So if I start working my way through this particular application form that I've got up at the moment, as you can see, the first thing you need to do is decide, is this a new authorized training center that you're applying for? Is it an additional site for a new ATC, or is it an additional site for an existing ATC? So either place a tick or a cross in the box, or if you can't do it, a Y just at the side of it. Don't delete any of the other options. It is important that you provide a target start date for the delivery of courses at that site. If this area here is left blank, then the form will be rejected before it actually gets through to the application process. Then as I slowly scroll down, we move to section 1, which is your company profile. So this is the site information. So this is where the delivery of the courses will take place. So we need a name for the site, its address, city postcode details, the URL of the website of the site that exists at this moment. Now this URL needs to be a live website, because what will happen is during the application process, the people that are approving will look at your website. So we need to make sure that we've got a company's operational website there. The primary contact name for this site, so that would be the person who is responsible for the day-to-day operations. We would regard them as being the ATC manager of that site, or the Autodesk Training Centre manager, with their email address. As I move down, the company headquarters, now this may be the same address as the site itself. If that's so, we can leave all the top information the same, but then as we come down, they've got the name and the title of the company business owner. We need to make sure that that is clear and transparent. The email address, the name and signing partner for the program agreement. Now this is very important. This needs to be somebody who has legal authority to sign any agreement on behalf of the ATC and the owners. So any agreement will get sent to this person. The email address, and has the company conducted business under any other name. The billing address, again, if the information and the address information is the same as above, we can leave that blank. What we will need though is a primary contact name and email address in there, and if there's any specific direct telephone number. As we move down, the company is, again, please a cross in the box or a Y. Do not delete any of the other options, please. Which of the following best describes the company business? Again, if you're an independent training organisation, just put an X in the box. How many years has the company been in the training business? We require an indication of the number of years that you've been operational. And then what specific industrial area does your company focus on? Now you can select more than one of these if you would like to do, but at least one of these needs to be ticked. The size of the business. Does the company offer non-training related services? Again, each one of these requires an answer, otherwise it will be rejected. Does the company offer training on non-Autodesk softwares? Again, yes or no. And do you have any partnerships or key alliances with any of these particular organizations that are already working closely with Autodesk? If we move now to section 2, license course and product approvals. This is very important, a mobile lab approval. So this would be if you're looking at putting the software on laptops that you'll be able to carry around to different business locations and deliver courses on the customer premises. If that is the case, then we need a Y in there, please. Again, it does refer you to see the program guide for additional information regarding to mobile labs. If you're looking at e-learning courses, again, put a yes or a no. And then product authorization by individual product. Now, again, if you can refer to the program guide, there needs to be an approved or authorized to train individual instructor for each of the products that you're looking at being delivered at your ATC. So if you can list the product name and the version of it, the instructor name, and if they've got an instructor ID number already, because they may have been training at a different partner, then you can put that in there. If not, then at this moment in time you can leave that blank, and an email address for that instructor, and list any instructors that will be requiring access to the different products. Then we move on to section 3, which is a little bit about site and equipment information. Pictures speak 1,000 words, and there's an area down later on where you can put some pictures of your training rooms, but you will be required to provide information for each of your training rooms and the equipment that you will have in each of the rooms and the number of seats. This is also to ensure that we are providing the right number of software licenses for you for the various products that will be taught in each of the rooms. So it's very important that we get this right so that we're ordering the correct licenses for you. Again, some simple questions about if the training facility is networked. And then if we move down to the annual business plan. So the first question is, which of the particular specific industries will you be focusing on in your business plan? Then in here, planned marketing activities, whether it's going to be flyers, website, social media, at certain events. If we can put down all the information in the boxes, please. Again, we're looking at the target audience, who you'd be targeting with these particular marketing activities, the expected number of reach for these marketing activities, how often you're going to be doing them, and what would you be expecting a response as in the percentage of respondees to this marketing activity. Forecast training enrollment. So obviously as a functional business, you must have an idea of how many delegates for training you'll be targeting. So again, the software that you'll be training on and your expected number of delegates to be trained in each quarter. Now, as you can see from here, the Autodesk quarters, Q1 is February, March and April, Q2, May, June, July, etc., etc. So for each of the products that you've listed in the software that you're going to be training on, higher up here, with the instructors here, you need to make sure that you're covering these in your training enrollment program year forecast. Then just a little bit of information about yourself. So what's going to make you stand out. Explain how your company differentiates your business from competition. What areas are you going to be targeting? What sort of clientele are you going to be delivering your courses to? Any successes within identified academic sectors that you've got? And then there's an area underneath for supporting documents. So current financial statements, credit reports, non-confidential documentation, current examples of company training catalogue, photographs of training facilities and training rooms, and samples of current marketing materials that you might be using for other training courses. Then just at the bottom here, we've got just a quick checklist to make sure that you've got site authorization forms and business plan, Autodesk approved instructor global authorization form, CV required documentation. I'll go through that shortly. And then your annual business plan and other required supportive documentation. And finally, down at the bottom, we require some digital signatures. So this will be the legal contact that's been specified higher up in the documentation. So your company name, the name of the person who's signing, their title and their signature, and obviously the date that they signed. It needs to be, it can be a digital signature, but not just initials. It needs to be a proper digital signature that goes in there to be accepted. And then in section 6, this is where your supporting documentation will go.